Hey folks, Big Anklevich here, podcaster, author, and carnivore. And we're here with day 26 of the Beef, Butter, Bacon, and Eggs Challenge that Marshal Latham and I are doing. And we're going to get right into the videos and see how day 26 went for the two of us. Hey everybody, it is Monday, which is day 26, I think. And today's a fast day, so I didn't eat anything today, just hung out. And worked on videos. I was working really hard to try and get all the daily videos from over the weekend done. And because of that, I stayed cold the whole day. I didn't have time to go out and sit in my car for a while. It was very cold, and I just stayed that way and just dealt with it. But I got the videos done, so there's that. But yeah, there's not really much else to talk about. When you fast, you get cold, and I fasted, I was cold, and I didn't eat anything. And tomorrow morning, that's what I'll get to do. So I guess that's it for today. Keep fasting. Don't stop believing.
Day 26 of the Beef, Butter, Bacon, and Egg Challenge was pretty simple. I embraced the one meal a day. I pretty much did it yesterday. No. I pretty much did it on day 25, where I just had all of the meatballs and the eggs and stuff that I already talked about. But I still had some of that left over. And I went to work. I didn't bring any food. I didn't bring anything to eat all day long at work. And that was a freedom. I was released from having to come up with what I was going to eat during the day at work and how I would prepare it. I didn't have to think about food until I got home from work. And that was a pretty neat feeling. I didn't have to think about food. I just worked and did things that I needed to do and came home, and then I thought, okay, I need to cook something up. I am getting kind of hungry. And it went well. I wasn't hungry throughout the day. I was drinking a lot of water. And I think I can do this. I'm going to go as far as I can. If I get hungry, I'm going to eat. Maybe I should be bringing some frozen pats of butter or something like that, just in case, because I don't want to get a craving and then go eat something bad because I don't have anything on hand to eat. I don't know. We'll see about that. But yesterday, day 26, no problem at all. When I got home, I made a 6-egg omelet and stuffed it with the rest of that meatball, bacon, and hard-boiled egg. So I had egg in egg. It was kind of funny because the omelet pan that I used could barely contain
more bacon than the pan can handle.
Oh, and I also greased the pan with butter, and I put extra pats of butter in the omelet as well. And so that omelet pan was at capacity.
More bacon than the pan can handle.
The only problem was the middle. I couldn't get cooked. I was, trying to cook it on low heat so I didn't burn the outside, but it was starting to get pretty brown. But the inside wasn't fully cooked yet. But I was able to put it in the microwave for just a little bit and solidify up that middle a little bit. And then, sat down and ate that omelet, and it tasted really good. I should have put more salt in it, a little bit of pepper maybe. I did put some, but not enough. I could have had a little bit more savory flavor if I would have done that. I could taste the butter though, and I could taste all the other stuff, and it was really good, and it filled me up, and that's all I needed for day 26. So we'll see how it goes. If I can keep doing OMAD, I'm going to keep doing OMAD. If I need to eat something in the middle of the day, maybe I'll grab some McDonald's hamburgers or something.
All right, so there you go. It looks like both of us now are getting into the fasting thing. I've gone so far as to do alternate day fasting, and Marshall is just doing the one meal a day fasting. The idea behind fasting is that you are keeping your insulin low for as long as possible. You're trying not to eat less per se. You're eating, the same amount of food, but you're eating that food less frequently. And so you get the same amount of calories, but you get more time with your insulin down low. And so your body will use your stored fat as a way to make its energy. That's the idea. I think that's how it's supposed to work, and hopefully it does. With alternate day fasting, instead of 1 meal a day fasting, I actually eat more meals because I eat 2 meals on the days that I'm not fasting, which gives me 8 on a week. Whereas on when I'm doing 1 meal a day, I eat 1 meal each day, and that gives you 7 on a week. So it seems to me like it's a good deal. Although, as I complained in this video and every video when I'm talking about fasting, I just get really cold when I'm fasting. For the most part, it's fine because here in Houston, it is hot. And so you don't have to worry about being cold. You can just step outside usually if you're getting cold. But at work, they keep that place like a friggin' ice box, man. It is a refrigerator inside there. And normally that's not a deal with me, when I'm just pigging out on any old, processed food, carb-laden garbage. Then my body runs at a much hotter temperature. But I suppose probably when I'm eating regular old meat too. But when I'm not eating anything, your body conserves. And so it pulls some of the heat away from your appendages and into your core, which is, the critical part. And so your hands and your feet tend to get really cold. And usually my way around it is going out to my car and sitting in my car, despite the fact that it's 100 degrees outside and therefore inside the car is probably 130. I get in there and I like it. And I'll just, use the super hot, steering wheel or dashboard or whatever to help warm my hands up. Got to be a little careful so I don't burn my skin. But generally, it's not a problem. So, that's what we're doing. I'm doing the alternate day fasting. I'm fasting on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And Marshall is doing 1 meal a day now. He's just starting out, so it's a little more difficult for him. And I think he's doing a good job, like he was saying, where he stressed his omelet pan to the limit.
More bacon than the pan can handle.
That's what you got to do when you're fasting. Make sure that you eat all your calories for the whole day in that 1 meal. You want to eat the full amount, and then when you digest all that and it runs out, well, for one thing, you won't be hungry until much later if you eat lots of food. When you stuff yourself, you'll be full, and so it won't bother you. And then eventually you'll get hungry again, but that'll be right about the time that it's almost time to eat, probably. That's the other thing about fasting is your body just is, we have that circadian rhythm, and your body knows, when it normally eats, and it will just, send out the ghrelin to remind you, hey, don't we usually eat today? Don't we usually eat at this time? Yeah, come on, let's do that. So your body will remember that, and it will tell you that on the daily, the OMAD style. You'll start feeling hungry right about the time that it's time to eat. Once you get used to it, it'll take a little training to get your body to remember that, no, you don't eat at lunchtime anymore. But it's a little more difficult with alternate day fasting, because on those days that you don't eat, your body's going to be telling you, hey, we eat this time, don't we? And you'll just have to say, well, not today, sorry. It doesn't ever get out of circadian rhythm and into some kind of alternate day rhythm. So it's always a little tougher. But anyways, it's coming along, and I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling strong. I'm having an easy time of the fasting, and of course, an easy time of the eating. There's nothing, beef, butter, bacon, and eggs. That's winnowing food down to the 4 best things. So it's pretty easy to do. So we're gonna keep it going. We'll be back again tomorrow on Big Anklevich on health.